Let's be honest. The world feels more volatile and confusing than ever, right? So how in the world do you find any kind of financial peace of mind? Well, today we're diving into the playbook from Tony Robbins' Unshakeable. And look, this is about way more than just money. It's about finding certainty when things feel chaotic, building real, lasting wealth, and most importantly, crafting a life that's actually on your terms. So let's get right into it.
If you've been feeling even a little stressed or just plain confused about the economy, you are definitely not alone. I mean, get this. For the first time in 5,000 years of recorded banking history, we have negative interest rates. That means in some parts of the world, you literally have to pay the bank to hold your money. It's a completely upside-down world. And as you're about to see, that confusion, it goes all the way to the very top.
You know, to really get how deep this confusion runs, you have to hear this story. Tony Robbins was interviewing Alan Greenspan, the guy who was basically the master of the U.S. economy for almost 20 years. He asked him, with all your experience, what's the one thing you would do if you were put back in charge of the Fed right now? And after this really long, thoughtful pause, Greenspan just leaned in and gave the one-word answer you see right here: resign.
I mean, wow. That one word just says it all, doesn't it? If the person who once had more economic power than anyone on earth feels like the only move is to just throw up his hands and walk away, what chance do the rest of us have? How are we supposed to navigate all this and actually come out on top? That's really the central question we're going to tackle.
And it's not just Greenspan. The legendary investor Howard Marks puts it this way: in today's world, if you're not confused, you just don't understand what's going on. So feeling that confusion isn't a sign that you're failing, it's actually a sign that you're paying attention to reality.
Okay, so beyond all that big picture confusion, there are these other hidden forces that are actively eating away at your financial future. Tony Robbins has a great analogy for them. He calls them termites, silently destroying the foundation of your wealth when you don't even know they're there. So, what exactly are these termites? Let's pull back the curtain.
It really all boils down to two completely different ways of thinking about investing. On one side, you've got your actively managed funds. This is where a so-called professional manager tries to outsmart the market. Sounds pretty good, right? But the problem is, it usually comes with a nasty combo of super high fees, trading costs, and a big tax bill. Then, on the other side, you have low-cost index funds. Their goal isn't to beat the market, but just to be the market, by simply tracking something like the S&P 500. So just how bad are those costs? Well, a Forbes analysis went deep and added up all the hidden stuff: the expense ratio, transaction costs, even the drag from cash just sitting there. And the total, as you can see, came out to a mind-blowing 3.17% every single year. Just think about that for a second. Your investment has to climb a mountain that high before you even make a single penny of profit.
And the impact of those fees over time, it's absolutely devastating. A couple of percentage points a year might not sound like a huge deal, but that's the power of compounding working against you. Over your lifetime, those little silent fees can literally eat up years, even decades, of the money you were counting on for retirement. It's the difference between a portfolio that's thriving and one that just withers away.
So what's the antidote to these termites? Well, according to Jack Bogle, the guy who actually invented the index fund, investors are finally starting to wake up. They're realizing that paying someone a fortune to try and beat the market is often a total loser's game. And now, as he says, they're voting with their feet and their dollars by moving their money into these simple, low-cost index funds.
And hey, if you need one last, absolutely undeniable seal of approval, it doesn't get any better than this. The greatest investor of our time, Warren Buffett, has made it crystal clear the money he leaves for his wife, it's all going into low-cost index funds. When the one man who has consistently beaten the market tells you not to even try, it's probably a good idea to listen up. Now, the other big hidden trap is who you're getting your advice from, and there is a world of difference here. A broker, well, they're basically a salesperson. Asking them for unbiased advice is, as the book puts it, like asking your barber if you need a haircut. Of course they're going to say yes. A fiduciary, on the other hand, is legally and ethically required to put your interests first. The takeaway here is so simple. Always, always make sure you're working with fiduciary. Okay, so the world is confusing. The system can feel rigged against you. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but this is the pivot point. This is where everything changes. The real secret, shared by all the financial masters, isn't about predicting the chaos. It's about ignoring it completely and focusing like a laser on the few things you can actually control.
This right here is the absolute core philosophy of being unshakable. Trying to guess what the market's going to do tomorrow or next week or next year, it's a fool's errand. Seriously, even the pros get it wrong all the time.
Winning isn't about having a crystal ball. It's about preparation.
So what can you control? Well, you can control what you pay in fees. You can control your taxes. You can control your asset allocation, how your money is divided up. And the big one, you can control your own behavior. Winners don't try to predict the storm. They just build a ship that can thrive in any weather by focusing all their energy on their own actions.
So how do we actually do this? Well, after interviewing more than 50 of the greatest financial minds on the planet, I'm talking people like Ray Dalio, Paul Tudor Jones, Tony Robbins, realized they all operate from a shared playbook. He boiled it all down to 4 core principles that guide pretty much every single decision they make.
And here they are, the core 4. First, and this is their absolute #1 obsession, don't lose money. Why? Because if your portfolio drops 50%, you need a 100% return just to get back to where you started. Defense comes first. Second, they look for something called asymmetric risk/reward. All that means is they look for bets where the potential upside is way, way bigger than the potential downside, like risking $1 for the chance to make 5 or 10 or even more. Third, be crazy tax efficient. They know it's not about what you earn, it's all about what you keep. And finally, you've heard it a million times, but it's true. Diversify. Spread your money out across different assets, different markets, even different points in time.
Applying these principles often means doing the exact opposite of what everyone else is doing. We are hardwired to freak out when the market crashes. But what if those crashes aren't a threat? What if they're actually the single greatest opportunity you'll ever have to build wealth? This idea is captured perfectly in this legendary quote from Buffett.
And look, this isn't just some nice-sounding phrase. It is backed up by cold, hard data. History shows us again and again and again that scary bear markets are always followed by explosive bull markets. Just look at this chart. After a nearly 36% drop between 68 and 70, what happened next? The market just roared back 44%. While everyone else is panicking and selling everything, the Unshakeable investor sees a massive sale and starts buying.
All right, so we've talked a lot about the mechanics, the how-to. But the end goal here isn't just to have a bigger number in your account. It's about what that money can do for you. It's about building a life that is truly rich, which honestly brings us to the most important part of this whole conversation. According to Tony, a truly magnificent life is built on mastering 2 very different skills. On one side, you've got the science of achievement. That's the external game, right? Hitting your goals, building a business, growing your wealth with the principles we just talked about. But that's only half the equation. On the other side is the art of fulfillment. That's the internal game of happiness, joy, and real gratitude. And that is what brings us to the ultimate definition of true wealth. It is not a number in your bank account. It's freedom. The freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whoever you want. It's that feeling of constant progress toward a life that truly and deeply excites you. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Progress equals happiness. So, let's just end on this one question. All the strategies we've covered today, they're the tools. They're incredibly powerful tools. But the real work, the most important work, starts with you. Once you have a crystal clear vision for what a magnificent life looks like on your terms, now you finally have a destination. And the playbook we just walked through? Well, that's your map to get there.